Hello and welcome to Behind the Chords. I'm Jamie Ryan. This is the podcast for members of Spirit of the Gulf to get to know each other. And we have with us today, Betty Meinholz. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for agreeing to talk to me. I understand that you have a 60 plus year history as a Sweet Adeline. Would love to hear a condensed version of it.
I became a Sweet Adeline right after graduating from high school, and my mother founded the first Sweet Adeline chorus in Birmingham. My father and grandfather were barbershoppers, so
I love that.
I teased on a pitch pipe.
I love that. So how many choruses have you sung in?
Oh, I've sung in about 3, and I've directed many. My first chorus in Birmingham was the Harmony Hills chorus. I had a quartet when I was 19 that won. We had never seen another Sweet Adeline quartet except on Arthur Godfrey. You're too young probably to remember him, but he had the Big Four on his show. And we were coached by men barbershoppers. 86 now, but when we had a quartet called the Dixie Misses, and the regent from Region 9 came up from Daytona to visit our new chorus, and she asked my mom if she would drive us down to Orlando to compete. So we did, and we came in first, but we did fast forward to my years on the international faculty, and when Joe Duggar, who served on the regional board, pointed out to some people that I was directing and singing and arranging and all that. So they put me on the faculty in 1966, and I just had my son, and then I continued for like 30 years traveling the whole country, and I met the Bronstones in 1967 in Carnegie Hall. That was the year the Hurricane Honeys from Region 9 won. I coached the Bronstones twice. And then they lost their baritone. They asked me if I would sing with them. They had the money to go to Oklahoma City. And so we had a different tenor that year, and we were not prepared to be in the top 10. Betty Fletcher was our tenor, a beautiful lyrical tenor, but we came in 3rd, 5th, and 10th and averaged out at 7th.
Wow.
But we didn't have songs or costumes for the last night, so we had to get off paper on 2 songs, and our members of our chorus changed our dresses. We wore antebellum dresses. That was our signature back then. Of course, DEI came along. Many of our songs are not viable now.
You are a Queen of Harmony.
Yes.
With which quartet?
With the Bronstones. And then we went on a USO tour. If you want to look on YouTube, put in the Bronstones, and it shows a 50-year tribute and covers our whole career.
That is, what year did you win?
1971. I was 32, and I had 2 small children at home. I came home with my crown and my roses to find my baby girl throwing up over the commode. Can you imagine the glamour of that?
Indeed. And you said that you were directing. Do you still direct?
Yes, I direct a small chorus in Venice, and we are going to compete in the open division this year. They meet on never done the open division before, and they decided they wanted to do the open division.
So for how many years have you been a director?
Oh, I'd say close to 60.
Wow. And
Yeah.
I want to ask about being on the faculty. What were you teaching when you were international faculty?
Well, we partnered with other faculty members and traveled the whole United States and Canada. Now, well, when I was on the faculty, I used to travel with Joni Beskus and um, uh, Nancy Bergman and those people. And
You just casually mentioned when we were talking that you have also been arranging music. Your pedigree is astounding to me.
well, thank you.
Just now, you again just sort of casually mentioned you're still quartetting.
Well, can you imagine being 86 and standing in a quartet? I thought they'd lost their minds, but they asked me and they said, "You're such a resonant bass." Well, my breath support is shot, but I try to find ways.
Short phrases.
Yeah, but I'm doing okay. And
And you're competing regionally as well as in the Diamond Division?
yes, we are.
What's your name?
It's Forte.
Are you competing with Spirit still?
Regionally, I am. I can't go to Columbus again this year.
Sweet Adelines has been your full-time career. Is that accurate?
Almost. I had children and a husband. And
Before I ask you the rapid fire questions, is there anything you want to say to or about the chorus?
oh, I'm so happy with the way Spirit is improving every time I hear them, whether I'm online listening on Tuesday nights or whether I'm there on a Saturday. I think Gina and Dee Dee have brought the chorus to new levels.
All right, so I have 6 different cards with 10 rapid fire questions on them. You get to pick the card. They're numbered they're actually numbered 1 through 5, and then there's one that's bonus. So you get to pick.
I'll try the bonus.
Oh, good. I'm not sure anybody has done before. So
No,
good.
I haven't seen them do that.
Yay, I appreciate you knowing that. Okay, question number 1. What's your favorite movie?
Oh, I loved When Harry Met Sally.
Number 2, if you had a theme park ride, what would it be?
The Tilt-A-Whirl.
Really? Now, is that the kind that is just a really fast spin and then it tips
Yeah.
up? Okay. What is the best venue in which you've performed?
Oh, golly. There have been so many. The Bronstones traveled back when we competed. There were no chorus competitions, so people were bidding on having us on their shows. So we went everywhere. One that was very interesting was in Minneapolis. I think it was the Guthrie Theater. It's a very famous theater in the Round, and I loved performing there.
Awesome. Number 4, what book would you recommend?
Oh, I love Adriana Trajani, the author, and she did it was let's see, Big Stone Gap and Big Cherry Holler. I think one of them made a movie. They made a movie out of it. I also like Jeffrey Archer, who
Number 5, if you were asked to give a TED Talk, what would it be about?
a tech talk.
Yeah.
It would have to do something to do with vocal production, probably, because the computer parades passed me by.
Number 6, what is your guilty pleasure?
Chocolate. You can shoot it in my vein. I'll be all right. I've been off of it a long time. I've lost some weight, thank goodness. Maybe I can get in my costume.
Number 7, what do you think is the worst song to get stuck in your head?
Oh, Where the Boat Leaves From.
Do you like the song or do you just?
I like it, but I mean, if I turn it on my phone when I'm singing along with it, it just gets under my skin.
Number 8, what is the weirdest food that you like?
That I like. Probably chia seeds.
Okay. Number 9, Disney or Universal?
Universal.
Okay. Number 10, do you have a most memorable or a favorite Sweet Adelines coach?
Well, yes, I like Aaron Howden, but Ann Gooch coach was the coach that got us to the top. We only had her after we placed third without a coach, and that year made a difference.
That's amazing. You placed third without ever having been coached, without really seeing Sweet Adelines singers. I got to say, sped school was a good place to start.
It was. My dad was a bass. He unfortunately passed away at 47, right before his quartet was supposed to compete.
Wow.
So, yeah, I hate it. He never saw the Bronze Tones, but he loved the Dixie Misses. So he was very proud that I sang. Funny story about my mom, though. She sang lead in the chorus, but she smoked. And so when we had the chorus in Birmingham, she was singing lead. All of a sudden, she decided to sing bass, sing lead an octave lower and call it bass. So I said, Mom, that's not bass. You have to learn the notes. Well, I'll just quit. She was a Southern peanut. Her name was Louise with 7 syllables, Louise. But anyway, there I am with my crown and my roses at International, standing there. This lady came up. She said, Oh, Louise, I know you're so thrilled over your daughter. She's just the best baritone I ever heard. Mama said, Well, I am proud of her, but she kicked me out of her chorus.
I'm not sure that was an accurate description, Mom. Okay, before I let you go, is there anything that you wanted to tell everybody?
In the chorus, you're doing a great job. Keep it up.
That's nice. Okay, well, I thank you so much for taking the time. I'm sure that we could make this a several part series.
Oh, no.
I appreciate talking to you, and we will see you at chorus soon.
Yes, you will. Thank you, Jamie.
Thank you so much.